Hello, my name is Sarah Deck, and I'm excited to share some information with you about a community of practice that REL Appalachia leads to improve educators' understanding of how they can better support students, grandfamilies, and kinship caregivers. Before diving in, I want to take a moment to recognize my colleagues, shown on screen, who are also part of the team. It's important to me to acknowledge that while I'm the one making this presentation, I'm representing the efforts of a much larger team. In the REL Appalachia region, we partner with a variety of state and local stakeholders in Kentucky, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia to work on several education-related issues, including strengthening students' preparation for careers in college, early literacy, building trauma-informed schools, and more. For more information about the projects we're working on, we encourage you to visit the REL Appalachia website at the link shown on screen. Today, we're going to be talking about our community of practice on supporting kinship caregivers and grandfamilies. Kinship caregivers and grandfamilies are families in which grandparents, other adult relatives, or close family friends are raising children whose parents are unable to do so. Currently, around 2.4 million children are being raised in kinship care. According to the most recent data for each state from Generations United, in the REL Appalachia region, about 237,000 students are being raised by grandfamilies or other kin. Efforts that offer educators meaningful, evidence-based strategies to better support these families as they navigate schooling for their children are scarce. This community of practice was initiated to begin to address this need. Specifically, stakeholders in the REL Appalachian region have shared that educators across the education system, so school leaders, staff, counselors, and classroom teachers, would benefit from support to help them strengthen services to communicate more effectively with kinship caregivers and grandfamilies, ensure kinship caregivers and grandfamilies are aware of and can access available resources to help meet various needs, create school engagement opportunities for kinship caregivers and grandfamilies, recognizing that many of the responsible family members have not engaged with schools in decades. On screen, you can see a high-level overview of the topics we covered during our COP sessions. I'm going to take a few minutes to dive into each topic in slightly more depth. I'll provide information at the end of the presentation on where you can find the materials we've developed on these topics. The first topic we addressed was inclusive language and the importance of language as a way to intentionally engage kinship caregivers and grandfamilies in schools. We developed materials that describe what inclusive language is, why educators should use it, and how educators can use inclusive language in communicating with kinship caregivers and grandfamilies. Our next topic was family engagement, including what family engagement is and why it matters. The materials provide a 4-step approach for schools to use in building trusting relationships with families, specifically focusing on kinship caregivers and grandfamilies. The third topic we covered was gaining perspective to inform action. We developed materials that highlight the importance of understanding others' perspectives and describe how empathy interviews can be used as a way to gain an understanding of someone else's perspectives and experiences. The materials provide information on how to prepare for and conduct an empathy interview. Next, we tackle the topic of attendance and addressing chronic absenteeism. In addition to diving into the research on why attendance matters for students, the materials outline a 5-step design thinking approach to address chronic absenteeism and how this can be applied to supporting kinship caregivers and grandfamilies. The 5th topic we covered was navigating legal issues for students living with kinship caregivers and grandfamilies. The materials include a step-by-step approach for navigating legal issues for students in both formal and informal care placements. The materials include information on relevant laws that offer protections to children living in these care placements, as well as flowcharts to support educators in navigating educational decisions for students in these placements. Finally, we covered the topic of asset mapping. The materials provide an overview of asset mapping, including its purpose and value, and outline the process for creating an asset map. The materials also discuss how educators can use asset mapping to support kinship caregivers and grandfamilies by connecting them with needed resources in their communities. Each session has a set of PowerPoint slides and handouts. Additionally, we wrote a blog post on how educators can engage kinship caregivers and grandfamilies and created 2 infographics, one on using inclusive language and the other on how educators can navigate decision-making for students, specifically in informal care placements. All of these resources can be found on the REL Appalachia website. You can access our website using the QR code shown on screen. Navigate to the Products tab to find the resources for the COP. We encourage you to check them out and share them with your networks. Please contact me if you are interested in more information. You can use the email you see on screen. Thank you so much.